Now the next project we will be implementing question answer operation on the SQL database. So this is what we'll be implementing with the help of level 1 architecture, and here we are not going to implement any UI. And again, I have created the Python like .py version of this like project, so you can execute this as well. Okay, the things I have written inside my notebook, everything is mentioned inside. So everything is mentioned inside .py file as well. Okay, so this is what you can execute. I'll show you the notebook experiment. So first of all, let me select my kernel and make sure you execute, you install all the requirements, okay, of this project. So let me load my OpenAPI key. Then I will load my model. Then I need SQL database. Okay, so for this I have one data folder. Inside that I'm having actually you can see some custom data. So inside that I'm having one SQLite actually database file. So you can see straight tree db.sqlite. So inside that I am having some data stored. And SQLite is a local database, so everything it will store as in your local machine. Got it? So let's load this file. For this, you can see I have defined the path, and from LangChain actually I'm importing this SQL database. So with the help of this one, you can load this particular DB. Okay, I already told you about data loader inside LangChain. So we are having different data loader, and LangChain supports all kinds of data loader. Okay, you can connect database. Okay, anything you can connect here. Okay, everything is possible. Now you can see SQL database from URI. So from this URI, actually I'm loading the database. So with this SQL database, actually you can perform so many operations. So here the first thing I'm going to show you how we can actually, let's say, convert any natural language to the SQL query. Okay, so first of all, you have to import the chain from the LangChain. So create SQL query chain. So it is already available inside LangChain. Inside that you have to pass the LLM as well as the database object. Okay, now here I have called this particular chain. You can see I'm doing the invoke operation, and this is what actually I'm asking, how many spaces of the trees are in San Francisco. Okay, now what it will do, it will give me the SQL query like of this text. So if I execute, you can see this is the SQL query actually I got. Okay, so let's say you don't know how to write the SQL query. That time you can give the English text and it will automatically convert to the SQL query for you. Okay, now if you want to see the like prompt, so this is the prompt. You are an SQL expert. Okay, this is the default prompt. So this prompt is mentioned inside this particular chain. Okay, this create SQL chain SQL query chain. Inside this particular function, this prompt is mentioned. Okay, because this is a this is actually inbuilt actually chain. Okay, inbuilt chain. So inside inbuilt chain we already have this kinds of like let's say predefined prompt. Got it? Now let me show you another example. Let's say you want to execute SQL query, but you don't know the query. At that time, let's say you want to pass the English text, you can also pass. So for this, you can import this one, query SQL database tool, and you can define this create SQL query database. Okay, then just create this object, create SQL query chain, then call this one query SQL database tool, and just try to create a chain. Okay, chain should be your write query. That means this create SQL query chain and the execute query. Okay, this one. Now if I perform the invoke operation, list the species of the trees that are present in San Francisco. Now see, it will list all the trees. Okay, all the trees species you can see. Okay, so instead of passing the SQL query, you can give the English text and it will give you all the response from the database itself. Got it? You can also translate SQL response to a natural language response. Okay, it is also possible. For this, you can use this code snippet. So I'm importing some necessary library, you can see. And again, I'm using LCL here. You can see like runnable pass through. Okay, str output parser, I already explained. Now this is my database like location. It is available inside data. Then I'm loading it. Then I'm initializing my LLM. This is the entire prompt I'm defining. Then I'm creating this object, write query and execute query. The same thing I showed you previously. Then this is the chain actually I'm creating. Okay, so you can see inside that I'm passing my query, execute query, then answer prompt, then LLM and output parser. Okay, now see if I just write this query, list the species in of trees that are present in San Francisco. So it will give you as a natural language output. So guys, you can see I got the natural language output. Okay, so yes, so that's how you can also work with the SQL actually database. So if you have SQL database or any other database, you can load it with the help of LangChain. You can perform the question answer operation on top of it. So let's see the next project we'll be implementing with the help of level 1 architecture.